This week, our landing gear fails, the wind is wild, and our TPMS goes off 10 minutes down the road. But we made it to Pike Lake State Park just in time for a rare Starlink train and the planetary parade. Then we stumbled onto a very unique candy we couldn't wait to share with our friends. RV chaos, stargazing magic, and a surprise treat with a twist. Let's get camping.
Let's get this truck hooked up to the trailer, and we are headed to, I think we're headed to Pike Lake State Campground this weekend. So we're gonna take you guys down there with us and check out Pike Lake. Hey!
Hey! Well, did you tell them what is really going on here with our leaving time?
Oh no, we did not.
We are trying to play beat the clock because today on travel day we're expecting gusts of 50-mile-per-hour winds. Not good when you're towing.
Nope.
You guys know that. So the wind gusts are supposed to start kicking up in about an hour and a half. We have a 2-hour drive today, so we're trying to get ahead of it, cutting it close.
Let's get her on there. Little ice up there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we like our slide toppers.
So we were trying to play beat the clock, and we've run into a problem already. We're
No, other way.
Other way.
I want to go up. So I think it overheated, which is weird. So our front stabilizers just quit working. And you can listen, they're struggling. So maybe it's time for a new motor on that thing too.
Yeah, why would it overheat? Like from 2 seconds of working?
I don't know. And she's running. It is picking up pace now.
She was like, wow, wow, wow,
right?
Wow. It's like that.
Just like it.
Now it's going, woo, 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 woo.
So far so good. It's a nice sunny day, but we are driving directly into the wind, which is making the trailer just go wah, 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 wah.
So is it better to have it driving into it than it pushing you or being on the side?
I mean, safety-wise, I would say like a crosswind right into the side of us. There's a better chance of it like pushing us over. Which, I mean, it has to be a pretty good wind to push us over.
Well, how does it feel like truck handling compared to crosswind? Not that I want to find out, because I don't
have to steer into it. I just feel the tail wagging the dog a little bit back there.
Okay.
But I mean, it's under control. That's not an issue. You can just feel that wind hitting the cap of the trailer and just kind of making it a little wiggly.
There's no snow all over the ground with drifts crossing the road, so I will take this. And if you missed that video, you should go back and watch that because I deem that the worst travel day that we've ever had. So
it's definitely up there in the sketchiest of the sketchies, that's for sure.
But I don't think that we've ever driven in 50-mile-an-hour winds either, gusts. And that's what they're predicting for later today.
I feel like we hit some pretty heavy gusts when we were out west. I don't remember what those gusts were.
Yeah. Well, we were in Tennessee and they had 80-mile-an-hour gusts, but we weren't driving.
We were parked then.
We were at the campground.
The guy at the campground comes up to us and he says, hey, if you hear a bunch of tree limbs cracking and trees falling, you best run.
That was the advice.
I'm like, got it.
Currently,
I'm just watching the MPGs drop. We were at 16.2 miles to the gallon. We're down to 15.7 driving into this wind.
Currently, we are at 14-mile-per-hour winds with 25-mile-per-hour gusts. I don't know if you guys can. Ooh, I have no idea if you can see that, especially with the bouncing.
The bounce and the glare, I doubt it.
Okay, but what it's going to be getting up to is it won't stay on there so I can show you, but it's going to get up to 21 mile per hour winds with 40 mile an hour gusts.
That should be tons of fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was supposed to not start until like 2, right?
Yes, which is why we're trying to beat the clock.
Yeah.
We're going to get there at 1:25.
Well, mine says we'll be there at 1:03, depending on which GPS you believe. High pressure alarm on the tires.
Uh-oh.
So here's the problem, y'all. I done unplugged my TPMS. This time of year, we started out, I checked the tires before we left the campground, and our cold pressure is supposed to be 80 pounds. So at 94 pounds, I've got my alarm set on my TPMS to go off that says, hey, your high pressure is getting a little bit high. When we left, the tires were 40, 42 degrees. And as we're driving down the road, because it's cold outside, now the sun's out, the sun's baking on them, it's up to 53 degrees outside. It was 34 degrees when I checked the tires this morning, plus running down the road. The temperature of the tire rises, which makes the pressure in the tire rise. So you have to make a decision this time of year anyway, and this is a short trip for us. Do you start underinflated to play the heat for them to get up to 80 pounds? Or do you just turn the TPMS off because you know that they're about to the limit where they're going to stop, which is what we usually do. But yeah, we're at 94 pounds, still in our limits. We got about 5 pounds-ish to play with. We did the math when we set up the TPMS, but use a TPMS, public safety announcement.
But, yes, use the TPMS, but now look what we're doing.
Right.
We're not using our TPMS.
Right. I'm going to take the microphone off of my seatbelt so I don't lose it, and go check the tires, check the air in the tires. Sorry about the winds, it's getting windy. We have a digital tire pressure gauge that hooks up to the tire chuck if you need it. I'm going to drop these things down to about 85-ish pounds a piece. Take the TPMS cap off there. Let's see what this one says. Oh, she's rolling away. That one's 89.2. All right, so let's get the TPMS plugged back in, and it'll take it probably a minute or so for everything to start reading again. So once we get out moving on the road, those will slowly start linking back up, and we'll be set to go. So we got all the tires linked back up. It usually takes a couple of miles of driving for these things to link back up for whatever reason, but we're back to 85 pounds on all of them. They're all running about 60, 65 degrees. So we are set to go until drive time on Sunday when we decide to come back up. And then the tires are going to be too low because it's supposed to be like 30 on Sunday.
For the high.
For the high. So Sunday morning will be even colder probably. So that'll be tons of fun. Red's all kinds of fired up.
He knows.
He knows. We made it into the campground. The battery on the camera's about to go dead. That's probably why it just turned off. So we're gonna get back into our spot and we'll catch up with you guys later.
Yeah, this is a nice little campground though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Pretty much empty. All right, so Shelly says, I'm insisting on going across the bridge. I'm like, okay, you go first. Oh, what's the matter, babe?
I'm not afraid of this bridge. There's not even a troll under there.
There's one on top of it. Did you guys see the boards bouncing under her feet when she was jumping?
No.
Oh yeah.
Is it really?
Yes, they were.
Oh, scary. Oh.
Anyway, we made it.
So I wanted to tell you, I started to tell you this earlier, but so one of the reasons why we like to come out to these campgrounds out in the middle of nowhere is for the dark night sky. So tonight is supposed to be a planetary parade. What is a planetary parade, you ask? It is when the planets align in a row across the sky to see. So tonight there's going to be 7, and I don't know if it has to be all 7 to be considered the parade.
Don't forget Pluto.
Tonight,
just because they say Pluto's not a planet anymore.
It's not all the planets. It's 7 of the planets. 5 of them you'll be able to see with the naked eye.
Okay.
2 you would need binoculars or a telescope. It's supposed to be at sunset tonight. And the last time that this occurred was in 1982, so we were alive.
Right.
But the next one is not until 2357.
Oh, we'll be dead by then.
I don't even know how they know that.
Look at this.
Disc golf.
Disc golf. That's one of them. We got Dave and Don with us again this weekend. We're playing disc golf this weekend?
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, so right off the rip, Shelly Kay says,
I think
Joy,
we beat the wind.
we beat the wind. She's like, hey, let's just go for a quick little hike. We just got here, so we came up to check in. There's a nice little lake right here. So we're gonna go walk around the lake. The wind just decided to get angry. What's wrong with your hair?
What'd you buy?
That's your prize.
Supplies.
Oh, you know what this looks like? This looks like, because I have Harry Potter on the brain, this looks like a snitch.
You look like Cousin It.
It's windy. Good morning. The wind's died down a bit.
Yeah, but the temperatures dropped like 25 degrees too.
I have layers on, so I'll be good.
So yeah, last night was tons of fun. We got to see the planet parade. That was cool.
Yeah, we took a blanket up. Well, our friends, we took a blanket up to the hill, spread it out there, and laid down and did some stargazing.
Yeah, I did not lay on the blanket, so I got this nasty crook in my neck from looking up at the stars all night.
And then
I think it's time for us to leave.
and then we got a bonus because we got the Starlink train. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But now we are on a hunt to find the Uncle Joe's
Uncle Somebody's $5 candy
buffet.
Just for $5, you can get a whole box of candy.
So we'll see. And a Maple Festival if we find it.
Off to Chillicothe we go.
Let's go.
Where are you taking me?
Next left onto Lover's Lane.
Lover's Lane.
He's taking us to Lover's Lane, y'all. Oh, I'll bet you there's a geocache in that cemetery.
Oh, wow.
That's an old cemetery.
That is
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 50 East.
That's an oldie. Alright. Yeah, you can see the tap lines coming up into the sugar shack there.
Wow. This is quite an event. Are you videoing this?
I am.
Good. This.
We are car number 6.
We're open. Come on in.
Maybe we're late or early.
Next tour meet here at 1 o'clock.
Oh, good. It's 6 minutes. Perfect.
Timing.
Gonna make it.
So if you're ever out in a Chillicothe area or camping at Pike Lake, be sure to look up the Maple Festival. We're hoping that Uncle Joe's candy buffet is a little
Hey,
maybe
this-
I'm judging too
This might be
soon.
great.
I'm sure it's going to be fabulous.
That's what happens when you let Don plan something.
I think he's going to start you out bad.
All right.
Come on out. And I'll try to explain things.
All right.
We'll try to pay attention. Okay. This is kind of where it all comes together a little bit.
It's way more interesting than what I thought.
Yeah.
So Uncle Bob is giving the tour, and
Right.
he's really cool. And right now he's taking us out to a tree where it's actually tapped.
Yeah. So you just walk into this wee little, it's a garage. And he used to be an engineer for Alcoa.
Yeah, for 26 years.
Yeah.
So he knows.
He's super smart dude.
Yeah.
And he's explaining how all of these vacuums and thises and the that's and everything
It's
works
way
with
above our head.
pressure and the atmospheric pressure and how the taps suck the stuff from the trees. I mean, dude knows his stuff.
Yeah.
But
So don't knock these small town.
it's a little hole in the wall when you pull up. We're like, what is this?
Yeah, so it's Uncle Bob and his 6 nieces.
Yeah, and he's only been doing it like 6 years. So here's a split tree. It's got taps on both sides. There's 3 taps. 1, 2. Oh wow, that one's got all kinds of taps in that one.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could put more than 1 tap in a tree. So all these lines that you see running here, this is all the sap goes through here.
Yep.
And all these like little white posts in the ground, this is all new trees they have planted.
Yeah, he said he'd be able to tap all of these in 30 years. They'd be big enough to tap, so looking for the future.
They had one down there, I think he said 15 years.
Yep, they were a different breed of tree or strand or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, that they got from Ontario or something.
Yep.
So now we're doing taste testing. They have like 20 different flavors here. This one is a bourbon barrel. Of course.
You knew that would be ours first.
I picked it for her.
That's my favorite. I eat it on
This one?
I eat it on oatmeal.
Oh, this is her favorite. Oh, you can, it does have a bourbon.
Flavor to it, yeah.
Wow.
Of course.
And it does have a bourbon taste to it. I don't know why I'm shocked.
Are you picking up hints of bourbon?
This one's the jalapeno. I already got a little bit of it. It's got a little bite.
Jalapeno syrup. So I'm gonna get the dark robust maple syrup, the bourbon barrel infused, and the cinnamon.
Yeah, and they had a deal for what, 3 for $25?
3 for $25. I passed on the lavender infused.
Right.
That wasn't my thing. Let me put it in a nice little gift box.
Nice. Merry Christmas.
I was gonna give it to you as a present.
Too late.
Beat me to it.
All right, so Uncle Bob's Sugar Shack.
Oh my gosh, what a surprise. Don't
Right.
judge a book by its cover. It was much more interesting and really good syrup.
Yeah, when we pulled in, we were like, meh.
I know. I kind of thought, like, is this going to be the scene of a
Horror movie.
Yeah.
All right, so next stop, we went from what?
Uncle Bob's.
Uncle Bob's. Now we're going to Grandpa's.
Joe's.
To Grandpa Joe's, yeah.
More sugar.
More sugar. So they found the world famous
$5.
Grandpa Joe's $5 candy buffet. So, you know what happens when Shelly K finds a candy bar? She's got to buy like a $27 one. So, let's see.
I like to make my own. I don't think that they'll be making our own here.
You'll be making your own box of candy, I bet. But if you're down in Chillicothe, Ohio, go to Uncle Bob's and then go to Grandpa Bill's and maybe stop at Mary Jane's and have some pie. All right, Shelly K, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Why would they put the First Capital Nutrition right next to Grandpa Joe's candy shop?
Because they're boycotting here. It's kind of like a Hatfield and McCoy situation.
Okay.
They said, okay, you want to rot everyone's teeth and give them diabetes. We're going to make them feel guilty about it.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
All right, Grandpa Joe's,
What can you get here?
here we goes.
They have prank poop.
Jiminy Christmas.
It
Is that corn?
It floats in hot tubs, bathtubs, pools, and more.
It's kind of weird.
We'd need the poop cutter knife to get
For
this
sure.
down.
Cody, Ange, can we borrow yours? All right, so we made it out of the candy shop. Wait, just hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. She's like a child.
Okay.
So, for like $26, we walked out with this little bag.
We did not do the buffet. I
Yeah.
didn't like the options on the buffet.
So Shelly's all stoked because she got some pickleballs and some other stuff we're gonna do a little taste test on. So we might as well stop right here at this little table because Dawn's super looking forward to it. All right.
You gotta get in front of the camera too.
So we have these sour pickle balls.
I'm in far enough.
Sour pickle balls.
Smell it.
Sour pickle.
Everybody grab your sour pickle ball.
Smell it already.
Okay, now you
It
don't.
looks like catfish bait.
If you can't eat it, if you can't eat it, there's a trash can over there. But don't throw it away until I say I don't want it because I
Hold on a
don't
minute.
want to eat yours
Let me
too.
see if I can break it.
Can we break
I don't think so.
No.
No,
You
We're
gotta
just
bite
all
it.
in.
going
Oh,
in.
look at your fingers now too.
Oh, we're gonna
Oh,
have green
that's
tongues.
So the rest of the day we're gonna have green fingers and green
Okay.
tongues.
All right, ready?
On 3, 1, 2, 3, go.
Is the whole thing or just a
Oh,
bite?
all right.
It's so bad.
Look at her mouth.
Oh my god, it's so bad. My fingers are green.
This is awful.
You gotta do it.
Oh my god.
I'm glad I took a bite.
That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I have to go spit.
I saved my
Dawn, no.
You sure?
You got it. Dawn, you come over here. Come into the camera and say cheese.
I had to,
Oh my gosh. I really
this is terrible.
I'm trying to open these.
All right, so if you go to Grandpa Joe's,
Don't get the pickle balls.
don't get the sour pickle balls.
You know I love pickles. Oh,
Or if you do, have a bottle of water.
I told you I didn't have a drink.
Did you even try it? You didn't try it? Don't hand that to me. No, Ricky Bobby, that's
What's the worst that can happen?
that's all you.
I got one.
Just a small bite, just a little nibble. You gotta,
Did you?
gotta get the
You have
experience.
to experience.
Shelly K
gotta have
spit
green
hers
mouth, too.
into the.
You need to have that. It'll help.
Will it help clean the green? All right, now I'll do the sour pickle candy, and then we'll go back to the meal.
There we go.
I got 4 of them here.
So this is
Oh, those look dangerous.
Alamo Candy Company, the great taste of Texas.
All right,
made
let's
in-
eat them. Let's eat them
Hey,
together.
wait,
Made
cheers.
in
Cheers.
Hold on a minute.
Cheers.
Everybody didn't have one
Oh,
yet.
sorry, I'm
Everybody's gonna
reading.
get one.
I'm reading.
Sorry. Finish reading.
Made in San Antonio,
San Antonio.
Okay.
Texas. Cheers to the
There we
pickle.
go.
Cheers.
Cheers to pickle.
Cheers.
Oh.
Just go for it.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh my.
my goodness.
Oh. Oh, that. Oh. 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 That's a negative.
Yours out.
He just spit it into the fire.
That's disgusting.
Oh my god.
All right. Hey, Shelly, come over here a minute. Look at her tongue. Hey, all of us. Hey, Mike, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
We've already had these. So, that was terrible.
Barely even had any
Happy Sunday morning. I got Shelly K out of the camper finally after I got off the roof. She wanted to go down in the creek and find rocks.
Which I already did. There's some beautiful rocks in this creek back here. So yeah, so our site, I think I showed you earlier how our site backs in here. Why don't you just do a whole site tour? It's interesting at this campground because you have some superior sites.
Which I think, no, they call them VIP sites.
There are some VIP sites, but I don't know why that's called VIP because
Right.
this site that we have
It's
is
pretty
VIP.
sweet. Yeah, it's a really big site. I'll give you guys the grand tour of this one. But then we're going to take you up the way a little bit and show you some of their other sites that you might not want to book.
Well, I'm wondering, should it be voted the worst campsite in the...
It might be voted the smallest campsite in the country. I don't know.
I want to know if, well, once we get there, I want
Right.
to know if you've been in a site that's worse than that.
Yeah.
But show them this site, because this site's amazing. I would absolutely come back here. I feel like it's probably really hard to book in the summertime.
Maybe. So we are in Site 33 at Pike Lake State Park Campground. That's a lot. Let me sit my coffee down and give you guys the tour. So, let's walk out to the road here. So, you come in off the road. You come in this way. You see the arrow. You get a pull down this road right here. So you pretty much get a straight back in right into your site. There's not a...
How far you are from your neighbor.
Yeah, you got some distance to your neighbor. You don't have a lot of room for your truck, and we're only 30 feet long. But it's only 30 amp. You got 30 and 20 amp. But it's a nice site. It's pretty wide. It's nice and deep. And like Shelly K said, it backs up all the way up here to the creek. And it's nothing fancy. It's got a fire pit, 30 and 20 amp, no water, no sewer. It's a little muddy this time of year.
This would be a really nice site too, like if you also had someone that wanted to tent camp.
Oh yeah, because you're allowed to, I think I read, you're allowed to have 1 camping vehicle and 2 tents or 3 tents per site. Nice big trees, so I'm assuming it's fairly shaded in the summer. But this is what it's all about right here. Can you imagine just sitting back here in your chair in the summertime listening to the creek come through?
I hope we can hear the creek through the...
So let's take you guys for a walk. It's not a very big campground. What do they have? Maybe 60 sites? Maybe?
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
We'll actually get that information and put it down here for you.
Some drop johns. I'm not sure where the dump station is. There are a ton of cabins that they rent year-round up there too. So if you're looking to rent a cabin, it's a pretty sweet place to go.
Yeah, they got a couple of playgrounds. They do have disc golf.
Oh yeah, they do have disc golf.
The camp store, we showed you the lake, and they also rent kayaks up there. But you can do your drone kayaking. And the stargazing out here.
Yeah, it's legit. You got a nice, wide, dark sky.
Really nice.
Yep.
So and archery. We saw archery
and
too.
an archery range, yep. There are 4 geocaches right here close, but there's no cell signal if you have Verizon or
Only
AT&T.
T-Mobile.
Yeah, so only T-Mobile, which we have T-Mobile as a tower in the camper.
So I told Michael,
Listen to her idea.
because he's been crying about not being able to get these geocaches. He even went blindly trying to look in the area, which we probably have some footage of that. I said, let's take the T-Mobile tower and our little battery bank in your backpack, and then we could go get them.
She's a mess.
It would work.
It would work. Any hoots, let's get the dogs, take you guys for a walk up through the campground. This is a problem that we have when we're walking the dogs all the time. Show 'em.
Well, so Dingo has an unusually small head and really big neck, so she can get herself out of her...
Like super easy.
Really,
like all she
but
has to
look.
do is...
But look at her. She wants it back on. She's like, oh, I know I need it to go for a walk. It's
Yeah.
like play ring around the ding.
Ring around the
Ring
dingo.
ding. There we
Yeah.
go. And then she does this.
Baby head. Fat neck. Crazy dog.
Put yourself together, man.
It's funny, she's bouncing around like a puppy. I give it 100 yards and she'll be like, I'm ready to go home now.
She'll be limping on 3 feet.
All right.
Legs.
All right. So from 33, let's go up this back road here. So it's not going to be a full campground review, but I'll just give you guys the highlights.
The rows are kind of odd, so...
Yeah, it's kind of weird the way the rows come in, but there's
I
a
would look at
playground.
that. But this whole section over here to the right, all backed in.
Yeah, so
that's the prime spot.
yeah, the math don't math because there's 33 and here's 57 and then the 58. So I think the 30s must turn. All right, so we just walked through. We have 79 sites in the campground, so it's it had more campgrounds than what I thought, or campsites. But let me show you site number 1, which is considered one of their VIP spots. It is a pull-through, but I don't know if I'd call it VIP. So here is site number 1. Here's your campsite. Oh good, there just happens to be a car. It's right on the road. It's a pull-through. So your campside's over here on the right, but your power box is on your campside because this is a one-way road and it just pulls through. So that's VIP site number 1. I don't know that I would consider it VIP. And then site number 2, these are all pull-throughs, like 3, 4, 5, I think.
There are, there are several or handful, whatever, of pull-through sites, which it's unusual for a state park.
Yeah. Oh, there's 4, so it's just the odd numbers are pull-throughs. The evens are back ends. But you come down through here, and the road kind of twists and turns and comes around, but we're going to take this little shortcut.
You know what else I've noticed? I've noticed a few of these. What is
I think that's for just a car park.
That is not big enough for a car.
I mean, it's for a smart car.
A smart car could fit there.
So talk everybody through these. What is this? Like 45 to 50 something right here?
They're the special sites.
These are the special sites. They're back ends. But here's your campsite. Right? There's your fire pit out there. So your campsite is literally 10 feet wide. And that's 51. Here's 50. You got about 6 feet before the road.
48 is the prime site.
48 is where it's at, Shelly K says. So
And it's a pull-through.
it is a pull-through, but your site,
Look at all the room for activities.
and that's if you don't have a campsite slide and 46 doesn't have a slide.
Right.
That's going to take up all of your room for activities. Well, what do you guys think? Have you seen a smaller campsite than that one? That's literally 6 feet wide before you and your neighbor put your slides out? Let us know where the smallest campsite you guys have ever seen, what campground it was in. Curious to know.
Oh, hi. Just enjoying the sunshine on my face. It's cold out here, but we've got sun. So I can't complain about that. And I've got hot coffee. It's always a little nerve-wracking when Michael's flying the drone because you never know if it's going to crash.